Professor Wole Soyinka has called for a national mobilization to combat the menace of insecurity bedeviling Nigeria. He also said Nigeria's sovereignty had been taken away by Boko Haram terrorists, bandits, and other criminal elements. In a different reference to President Muhammadu Buhari, the Nobel laureate said the president could not end country's insecurity challenge sitting down in ASO Rock. Soyinka stated this on Saturday while featuring on Arise TV program monitored by Sunday Punch. According to him, Nigeria has reached the stage of desperation. The government should be willing to pay people to come and help us in defense against Boko Haram insurgents, bandits, and other criminal elements. Soyinka said, there are those on whose shoulders must be placed the primary responsibility, and that include some former heads of state who refuse to see the inevitability of what we are going through right now. I am very glad that the northern elite is now speaking up boldly and practically, and are also now taking measures which they should have taken years ago. They have moved beyond the unbelievable policies of actually paying killers to stop killing. I don't want to mention names, but some admitted that they were paying protection money to killers instead of dealing with that cancer in the only way they should, which is excision, to take out killers instead of giving them money. You don't appease evil, and we are dealing with evil. There's no other word. We are dealing with the proliferation, the enthronement of evil in society, and automatically we have encouraged its manifestation, its proliferation, its entrenchment. So let them get away with the issue of sovereignty. If they have to pay people to come and help us, then call them whatever you want. Please go ahead, because we have reached that stage of desperation. But I would prefer a general mobilization in which people are trained. Farmers especially are trained to work with the hoe in one hand and the gun in other hand, ready to protect their lives, their harvests, and the rest of us. We are not unique. History is full of those situations. I would like to see a national mobilization. Let us be practical. The Punch had earlier reported that at least 43 rice farmers were beheaded by Boko Haram terrorists in Borno State last November. Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum had consequently urged the federal government to engage mercenaries and the militaries of neighboring countries like Chad and Cameroon to crush the over-decade-old Boko Haram insurgency. Soyinka added, from a self-protective point of view, it is a common problem. It is a national, collective issue. Don't just sit there and think that you can solve it from ASO Rock. No. This now concerns even the lowest common citizens in this nation, because that most important individual has become a prime target. So it is a collective issue. I'm not surprised some governors now say, let us reach outside help. I have also said something. I don't say mercenaries necessarily, but this has gone beyond a Nigerian problem. Instead of that, what do I hear? Somebody gets on the podium and say the sovereignty of this nation cannot be challenged. Please don't let us hear any more of that rubbish. The sovereignty of this nation is in the hands of the modern herdsmen. The sovereignty of this nation has already been taken over by Boko Haram. It has been taken over by ISWAP. It has been taken over by those with absolutely no respect for what is called national integrity. Soyinka also said Buhari's nepotistic tendencies were outrageous, adding that the president appointed wrong people into the wrong places. Soyinka's statement comes 2 weeks after the Bishop of Sokoto Catholic Diocese, Matthew Kuka, also accused the president of nepotism. Meanwhile, Soyinka also warned that the Western Nigeria Security Network, otherwise known as Amotekun, must not transform into another form of the disbanded Special Anti-Robbery Squad. The writer said Amotekun operatives must be trained in ethics to not end on the wrong side of the history. Soyinka said Community policing, like Amotekun, is a recognition of the fact that the civic part of the entire nation polity has got to wake up in not just its defense but also survival. I have also told them that anytime they want us to come and assist, we will come, even if it is just on the ethical session, so that as you are training them to defend us, we are also training their minds so that Amotekun does not become another SARS. Very important, we must do everything together. It is about time the public examined itself. That's what are we made of? Are there those among us who, if they got into power, will behave exactly as those kinds of agencies which we are repudiating and against which we are protecting? There is no excuse for the brutality that occurred in the wake of the noise, rumor, or reality of people being shot at the Lekki toll gates. Okay. I think Professor Wole Soyinka has decided to speak again because, as at the time he was asked the last question, he said he didn't want to talk about Buhari, that's, to maintain his sanity. Maybe at the point at which he was speaking now, his sanity had been restored. And now he's telling Buhari that you can't stay back in ASO Rock and think everything will end. To me, everybody with his own style, but because of the way he's doing what he's doing, somebody who is up and doing should be able to follow things through. If you give order, follow you through. You can't just sit down. Only God knows what is happening there. I think that's just what it is. Just sit down. We don't even hear him. I was even telling somebody now that the president was able to speak on the 1st of January. Oh my goodness, only God knows. Oh, because everything that we're going to be hearing from the president, because it's going to be presidency, it's going to be from Garba Shehu and Femi Adesina. Those are the people that will be speaking. That you will not hear anything from him again, because all these things are happening and somebody's there sitting down and you think something is not wrong somewhere. It's really, really pathetic. Well, in as much as Buhari is still steering the affairs of this country, Nigerians should forget about the idea of defeating Boko Haram, since few of us knew that Buhari has no political will to defeat them. Well, Buhari isn't worried about activities of Boko Haram or their likes as long as he's safe anywhere. He is and his acronyms are allies are doing well, whether they like it or not, or whether they are not, they are too weak or something. Does Buhari want Boko Haram defeated? No, he's paying them ransom, training them and making them integral part of the Fulani Nigerian army. Buhari and El-Rufai are the masterminds of this northern criminal banditry, and it is a money-making mechanism for them. So guys, let's hear your opinion and let's know your thoughts concerning what Soyinka said.